Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Video Truder, and welcome back to Total War 3 Kingdoms, where you join Kong Rong attempting to take the city of Dong Lai, and we may have bitten off more than we can chew. We have a badly damaged army here, we don't have that much of a front line, but we've got advantages. We have got plenty of firepower, and they are sallying forth in winter, meaning as a result of that, their infantry is going to be very, very slow indeed. And more than that, this army that I'm taking on is heavily dependent on archers. And I've got myself 120 cavalry with a massive missile evade chance. I think we can just about pull this off, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we can do. Oh, and better, we've got a bit of a hillside here. Oh, I love a bit of a hillside. A bit of a hillside's great. But on the other hand, uh-oh, trees. Trees are going to hide their troops. If their troops are hidden, then I can't shoot at them. Meaning, unfortunately, I may have to be more on the low ground just so I've actually got visibility. Because over here, the trees are going to screen their approach. Yes, sadly, we do need to be on the low ground just so we've got this open ground in front of us. One advantage of that, though, if I'm over here in this corner, my cavalry could be over here in this here forest. So if they decide to try and move up against me, we should be able to deal with them like that. And oh, bloody hell, I have got very, very little in the way of infantry right now. Like, nothing in the way of infantry. On the plus side, though, these are assault infantry. They've got shields. They can stand up to a little bit of firepower, but it is really going to come down to the cavalry. We need the cavalry to prove its value. And right now, we can't even see them because, yeah, there's proper line of sight in this game. So, they're somewhere, but they're probably regrouping together with the reinforcements before they advance. I've moved my cavalry up to the edge of the forest here. Okay, so the cavalry are feeding me information. I can see something over there. Just be careful, because, yeah, that's actually polearm cavalry. So I think they're slightly more effective against my cavalry than my sword cavalry would be against theirs. But I can at least, yeah, do a good job taking out their archers. Just got to wait for them to actually show up. And bear in mind, I do have the trebuchet. Looks like I need to, yeah, just slightly reposition. Slightly reposition, guys. That's absolutely fine. Get the trebuchets ready to go. Fire as soon as you've got visibility of anything, to be honest. Just basically fire at whatever you want. There we go. As soon as they cross this hill over there, they'll be in a position for my trebuchet to fire on them. And at some point, I might actually want to just straight up say, screw it, I'm willing to expose my cavalry, because if it keeps them busy and keeps them dancing while my trebuchet's firing on them, that's actually kind of a good thing. Now, what are they actually doing? Looks like they're not moving directly at me. Looks like they're moving towards my flank, and their cavalry is staying back for the time being. Okay, possibly this is actually coming in waves right now, yes. Trebuchets, are you ready to open fire? Not just yet, because, yeah, they need to actually come through the forest for you to actually have a shot first. And, yeah, one big advantage, in snow, these guys are seriously slow. Meaning, well, my cavalry is going to be slowed down as well, but at the bare minimum, it should probably work to my advantage, because I've got so much firepower. And their cavalry is going to be slow to respond as well, but I think I need to start moving. Maybe wait until, you know what, no. Wait until the crossbow's in range. Don't show your hand too early. The trebuchet has opened fire. We are now opening fire with the trebuchet. Love it. And I want to tell it to fire at, yeah, ideally, something kind of right in the middle. And, oh, look at that. It does a lot of good damage. I mean, it's not quite Plague Claw Catapult good, but when it hits, it really flippin' knackers them. And they do kind of skim across the surface too. That is pretty damn good stuff. Right, I'd say, yeah, aim for this group. Right over here. And they are going to be very, very slow moving forward just because of that snow. This is the biggest advantage that we've got right here. And sooner or later, they're going to be moving into crossbow range too. So we can do a lot of damage to them before they even make it to me. This is probably the biggest advantage we've got right here. This trebuchet is going to get kills like crazy. And another big hit right there. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. So I think they're starting to That's as close to running as they can make it when they're in snow. So good luck with that, you stupid bastards. I think it's time for me to reveal the cavalry, because my cavalry is going to take a bit of time to make it over here. So cavalry, get yourselves moving. Let's get ready to hit their rear lines. If we can just chase off the rear line, then at that point, we are going to be in good shape. So, where are the crossbows? Crossbows are momentarily going to be in range. Not quite yet, but yeah, those archers have now changed their angle. They're going to try and fire at me. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck firing on my cavalry with bows and arrows. They just do not care. 85% missile evade chance, and now they don't know which way they want to go because they've got forces at their rear, so they are panicking right now. Let's just actually start getting these guys around over here. You guys head over here. I want to stay away from the spears as far as I can. Just, yeah, get these guys chased off. You get the hell out of dodge. Come on, let's get over here. Let's hit these guys. Crossbows are firing like crazy. Stay away from their spearmen, but chase off their archers. They don't like this one little bit. Their cavalry is getting involved too. They don't like that. In fact, my cavalry is a little bit exposed here, and their strategist is giving a debuff to my cav, so I need to get away from their strategist if at all possible. Still, their front line is in a lot of trouble right now. A huge amount of trouble. Who are these guys firing on? I don't even know who you're firing on right now. Get out of there. Chase off these guys. Stay away. Start nailing them. I'd say, actually, this is going pretty well so far. This is going pretty well. The enemy are running. In particular, yeah, it's the missile support. And there's not much they can really do about this. It's great. So they're trying to push forward, but by the time they get here, they are so badly damaged. I love it. They're already shaken. Those guys have been chased off. Get over here and hit these guys. These cavalry can stand and take the arrows. They're going to take some damage, but honestly, right now, my front line has barely been touched so far. My cavalry's taking some knocks, absolutely, but this is actually pretty damn good. Yes, I am really happy with this, actually. This is exactly what I wanted to happen. Admittedly, my cavalry has been caught a little bit more out of position than I would like, but for the most part, this has gone very well. And now, yeah, now the cavalry is being slaughtered by the crossbows. Start pulling these guys back. They don't have much left at this point. My cavalry might be able to actually contribute a bit more yet. Send my swords over there to reinforce, please. And somebody just try and take out these guys if you can. These horses need to be seen off. They're shaken for the time being. The enemy runs. You know what? I'm going to send my commander over there just to slam into them. That's going to be absolutely lovely. Any troops still coming up, we're still taken out. How much ammo do you have left? 40%? 38%. Yep, we can just keep firing all day. This is precisely what I want to happen. This is going pretty darn well. Watch out for the spear guards, though. They've actually got big shields. This is probably one of the most dangerous units they've got on the field. You need to get out of there. You're taking a lot of damage. You need to get out of there, too. Let's actually just start these guys looping around the outskirts. At this point, they've not got much left aside from a handful of archers. So you get through the front line, start chasing them off. Honestly, there's nothing left, is there? No, there's very little left right now. This is good. This is good stuff right over here. This cavalry is starting to annoy me. However, there's a lot of it. I think you've actually finally run out of arrows right there. Yeah, we've finally actually run out of ammunition. So, get over here. Do you actually want to duel? No, of course you can't, because he's a strategist. They physically can't duel. So, how about you just go and beat him up for a bit? That's absolutely fine. Everybody go and just attack this guy. Where's the rest of my cavalry, by the way? I swear I just sent them off in some direction. You're trapped over here. Get them out of there. Yeah, just move, move, move. Where are you right now? You are moving forward very slowly for some reason. Looks to me like everybody is just fleeing. So if we just basically go and attack these guys, yeah, they've actually haven't even fired 70% of their ammunition. So they're trying to get involved, but they're being chased off before they can. So those archers were a complete waste of time. They've been chased off before they can do anything. And now this strategist is going to be murdered as well. I love it. We just need to take out these units over here, who are still causing us a little bit of trouble. Right, their commander is now fleeing. This guy is now fleeing as well. The enemy general just collapsed. Well done. The commander managed to kill him. That should be, yep, that should be a total collapse right there. Right, ride down as many of them as we can, because everyone we don't kill here, we might need to fight in the city itself. But I'm going to say this has worked out very nicely for me. My front line is still intact. My archers are still mostly untouched. The trebuchet is safe. I am very happy with this. And I'll gladly help myself to some money too, and that's a good amount of money, 500. I just accidentally took the money a second time. I really should have taken replenishment, but I accidentally clicked too fast. And, hello there. 500 gold for the gates to just be open. Honestly, I'm willing to take that. Yes, there we go. So the gates have now been opened for the next 5 turns. Now, how are my military supplies doing right now? Change of -18 this turn, 71 current. So, I can stand and fight a little bit longer. Check on the state of the siege here, because, yeah, right now, it will be very dangerous to push in. And they've got supplies for 1 more turn. Honestly, I might want to let them just be weakened a little bit more before we push in. I'm not in a rush to push this. Oh, and this is fun. I think I might have just gained a devious attendant as a character I can actually have assigned to someone because I decided to accept the offer. So I assume this is the traitor from inside Dong Lai. So that's cool. Ah, yes, don't forget, we need to make more money. So while we're actually upgrading Tai Shan over here, Shi Ji, you can get on with stimulating markets. Because over here, 75% income from commerce, we are making commerce money right here. You, get on with that right here. You are going to love this mission, and I'm going to love the result of it. And as we start actually building my first commercial settlement, here we go. The commercial stuff is starting to show up here. Philosophy and trade, plus 25% trade influence, together with a brand new unit. So hang on, what do we get here? Repeating crossbowman infantry. Honestly, next to my exclusive crossbows, they don't look so good, but I'll take it regardless, because 25% trade influence is good. This is a direction I want my empire to be moving in, and yeah, up to this point, my trade influence is not spectacular, to be honest, because I take a hit every time I split up my armies, and right now I'm running 2 armies, not 1, because I needed to separate them in order to make sure I had all my frontiers covered. Still, just keep up the siege. I think 1 more turn, they'll probably be weak enough. I'm willing to... Liu Bei, what are you doing? Liu Bei? Liu Bei, you better be not being a jerk here, because you're supposed to be a paragon of virtue. And I think I might have just seen in the background there, I think their commander actually just decided to flee. Because, yeah, this place is on the sea, so they're allowed to do that. So I'm pretty sure I just saw her escaping there. Yes, indeed, she's gone. She is absolutely naffed off at this point. You know, I probably have the manpower to push in at this point, but I think I'd actually like to wait for 1 more turn anyway. Because I can't help but notice they've got bastion artillery. Yeah, let's just actually continue the siege for just 1 more turn. We'll attack in autumn, it'll be lovely. Although actually, I've just got myself a little bit worried here. So, Liu Bei might be working his way around to Dong. I don't want him to have Dong. I want to have Dong for myself. How exactly would I... Ooh, that's going to be tricky. How could I potentially get Dong for me? Well, I've got my champion right here, but that's really not enough of an army to take on a level 4 city, especially as I don't actually know exactly where their armies are at the minute. If I want to have any chance of making it to Dong, then as a result of that, Dong Lai needs to go down now. Right. So we're going in anyway, just because I really need this city to fall immediately. Now, bear in mind, of course, the gates are open. We have that confirmed, so we can just stroll in, and that means... Oh, hang on. There's also a broken down wall here, and also broken down towers. I'm not sure why there's so many broken down walls and towers here, but this here strikes me as an excellent angle to approach, because apparently this city is completely flipping trashed already. Right, possibly there was a rebellion here at one point. Yeah, there's a handful of arrow towers, but honestly, not much at all. If we just actually approach from the right angle here, we should be able to just push straight in. Yeah, this angle feels like not the right angle. This angle feels like it's still pretty well together. This angle over here, meanwhile... They've got nothing. This place is just completely collapsed. Yep, another damaged tower right over there. 1 tower that still operates there, but we might be able to just take that pretty easily. 2 more towers operating in that part of the world. Right, so inside the city, they do have operational towers. Quite a few of them, but I can at least basically just walk straight into the city from this approach. So that's got to be a good starting point. Also, just want to leave the battering ram behind. Turns out we don't actually need it. Still, I am worried by this bastion artillery business. So, where's that going to be precisely? Ah, there it is. Right, so, one bastion light artillery piece. By any chance, would you like to take that out? Because if you would, that would be great. Right, everyone just pretty much charge forward and start laying fire on these guys as fast as you can. I just need everything dead, like, super quickly, please. Guys with shields up front, keep the cavalry at the rear for emergencies. Looks like they're throwing everything they've got and trying to hold this spot right now. So, I do have my commander. He could get involved. Yeah, you know what? You should probably start moving forward too. Now, I really, really need you guys to take out that trebuchet before it causes trouble for me. So if you'd like to take that out, that'd be great. And unfortunately, yeah, it's... Oh, I think they just took out one of mine. Boo! Boo, I say! No, they just missed. They just missed. But it is trebuchet on trebuchet action right here. This is the sexy content you all subscribed for, I know. Right, so they're actually using flaming bolts. But flaming bolts, I know, are a bit on the inaccurate side. So, hopefully, we should be okay. Get the cavalry moving forward. Get them up to the gate. And, yeah, you get over here as well. So, the archers are laying down huge amounts of fire over here. These guys can't stand up to this. They're not going to be enjoying this one little bit. They are bracing for the charge. They are fresh, but for how much longer? I'm already seeing a lot of problems over here. Yeah, if you guys would actually like to fire on the trebuchet, somebody please do that. That'd be great. And then they are already starting to fall back. Yeah, they're already starting to break. They can't stand up to this. Right, where are my cavalry, by the way? You guys, get over here. You guys, hit these guys and just basically, in fact, you know what, one of you, get over here and break these guys apart too. This is working pretty well so far. I think we should just be able to walk straight through them. But we're going to take a fair bit of damage while we're doing it. And it looks to me like the trebuchet's given up. They don't want to be here anymore. Right, you guys, get over here. Where's my commander? Get him in there, please. Get him in there. Just make sure we actually hit these guys. I want them broken. You guys, get forward. Why aren't you already advancing? Please advance faster. Right, there we go. Lovely. Looks to me like, yeah, they've got nothing left but a handful of spears over on the actual plaza. So we just need to keep a bunch of swordsmen alive to take care of that. So, everyone else, please concentrate fire on these archers. I want huge amounts of fire on these archers. I want them scared off right now. So they are medium bow infantry, but not for too much longer. They may be eager. I can't believe that's going to be a thing right now. No, 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 no. Right, you guys, somebody get in here. Why are these guys not breaking yet? There we go. Those guys are breaking. You guys, back over here. And they're shattered as well because they're white, not red on the flag. So, next over here, break these guys, wipe them out, please. Except one unit, get up here and hit these archers. I want them taken care of too. Then it's just a slow, careful advance to the actual plaza. Also, I think my trebuchets are still firing, which they probably shouldn't be doing. That's probably a bit on the dangerous side. So, you guys get over here. You guys get over... Excuse me. Excuse me. Would someone mind taking these guys out, please? Because I can't help but notice somebody's actually still, like, you know, on top here, firing at me. Guys, seriously, get on the walls. Deal with these guys. I want these guys killed. Alright, this is going pretty well so far. Looks like now we just need to move up for the finale. Now, I need a damaged unit to go and handle that, if you'd be so kind. Or a low priority unit in general, because we should be able to handle this mostly through indirect fire, because I've still got, yeah, plenty of ammunition. Well, I say plenty. I've got some ammunition, it'll do. Guys, stop firing, please. Stop firing until I give you the order. Bring the trebuchets forward. We might just be able to nail them on the plaza without bothering to go up to it. Oh, hang on. In 3 kingdoms, you can move trebuchets through wall breaches. Oh, well then we most definitely can do this, yes! Here we go, nicely in range right here. So, these guys probably feel nice and safe behind multiple tiers of whatever. Ooh, apparently we don't actually have a shot at these guys. Hang on, Why do we not have a shot at you precisely? Hang on, we need to be in a better position. Oh, they've got something. They definitely got a shot off over here. They were able to get a shot at the G infantry captain. But yeah, sadly, I think they just do not have a shot over here. So, ooh, you just avoided that, you lucky bastards. Right, in which case, let's just send one unit of assault infantry to go and lock down these here towers. Shouldn't be a big deal. Just, yeah, work alongside the outsider here. And then get over to here, just run straight in and secure the tower for me, please. We'll take a handful of losses, but it shouldn't be a big deal. There we go. Tower number 1 falls to me right there. Beautiful. Yeah, it's going to cost me about 10 men per tower, but once this is done, we have a clean run at the plaza. And in fact, now, these towers might be able to help me out a bit. Bring up the crossbows. Let's see if we can bait them in. Oh, yeah, that's more like it. Let's just start laying down some fire. I don't think we need to actually bother coming and fighting you guys. I think, actually, my crossbows and archers can do a very good job just murdering you like this. So, I mean, you can try and block with your shields all you want. Well done for trying. But I think that giant gong is not actually going to protect you particularly well. I do like that arrows do actually appear inside their shields as they actually block, though. That's really cute. And they've immediately broken and naffed off. Didn't even need to bother taking the plaza. Right, we didn't lose that much in that, I don't think. So, big old pile of money, but the thing is, would I like to loot and occupy? That would actually get me a big old pile of money. And military supplies. I need military supplies. It'll lower the level of the settlement, but it's already 5. Down to 4 wouldn't be a big problem. I'm going to do a loot and occupy, just because, yeah, I do actually need various supplies. What is it now, by the way? It is, yeah, it's just down 1 level, so down to 4. But that gets me a big pile of military supplies right there, and it gets me the money that I need to actually upgrade the rest of my towns. Though we may have slightly damaged this place. Let's just, very quickly do a handful of repairs. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, so next turn we can start moving. For the time being, yeah, my movement points have actually been filled up. So, nothing we can do at the minute. But I would like to start getting, yeah, Bei High moving in the right direction. That place is going to need walls sooner or later. So now we've got 2 cities upgrading at once. And Liu Bei is totally going for Dong. I don't think we can reasonably beat him there, but if I went into Force March with my plus 25% bonus, and hello, that's where you naffed off to, is it? Right, who are you exactly, and can we actually deal with you with... Oh yeah, you don't stand a chance. You know what? I'm just going to let her bumble around. If she wants to attack the farmland, she's not making her way in there. Right, so we need to basically go right now over to Force March and then okay. With Force March, I can make it to Taishin right now. Now, that's actually good. That's really good. So, actually, we might have a chance. We might be able to beat Liu Bei to Dong. Alright, it's going to be really tough, but we might be able to get Dong before he does, and that would be great. Yeah, merge them back together. Welcome aboard, lads. It's nice to have you back. Now, Donglai itself, because this place is interesting, because it's actually on the coast. So as a result of that, it's got itself a bunch of extra buildings that it wouldn't normally have access to. A market wharf and a harbour. Now, is the market wharf any different to a normal market, just, with its own unique assets? So, 150% income from commerce, 50% trade influence, or 30% trade influence, 150% from commerce, and +4 undercover network cost for enemy spies. I think that's a bit different to the normal marketplace, at least. No, actually, it looks like the drum and bell tower is about the same, but yeah, normal markets also have the ability to boost silk income. So yeah, if you can get silk, silk is worth a lot of flippin' money. Still, right now we got ourselves a harbour, and a harbour can go in the direction of, yeah, producing food in the form of fish, or making money in terms of commerce. Okay, and then also commerce, but spice specifically. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, because of course, yeah, we can build markets here and whatnot, so it's not the worst thing, really. Still, I feel like land development isn't really the right thing here. This isn't quite the right thing for me, just because, yeah, that can actually sell food. I think it's not a good deal. You can sell food to other empires for more money than that, so I'm not actually convinced on the food market situation. But, yeah, the estates, that just actually produces 5 food, which isn't really that much, to be honest. I probably want to get rid of that building to get this place being more focused on trade. Or at the bare minimum, use government support to just boost the farms, because that just strikes me as a bit of a necessary one. So, demolish that, and then we'll get government support to boost this place up a little bit. Though, in the meantime, I could just upgrade this. Do I want to upgrade this? Probably not a bad idea, just because, yeah, it actually is producing a lot more food very quickly. And food is important, especially as I am upgrading multiple cities at the minute. Yeah, let's just get that upgraded, just in case. This place should be able to take care of itself now I've repaired it, hopefully. I don't think she has any chance of getting inside any of my territory right now. And more importantly, we've actually passed the first stage of our personal bar. Our trade monopoly is now growing. And on top of that, yes, now I've actually reunified my armies, the minus 35% has gone away. So my trade influence is now 184. How does that compare to you? 165, so he's going up too, but we're still just about getting the best of that deal. Alright, the race is on. I need to get to Dong first, because then we can do the trade. Lumberyard for iron mine. Everybody's happy. And Liu Bei is definitely heading in that direction. And hello, that's... Yan Shao with his magnificent hat. So... he basically wants me to hand over a foreman and a devious attendant in order that he can actually have military access. Okay, I'm not sure why I'd want to be giving you military access, but okay. Though actually he is, yeah, he's stronger than me right now. I'm not convinced I want you to have access to my lands, actually. Let's see what else we could potentially do with you. No, I'm not sure about this at all. Yeah, I'm just going to reject that. We're not doing that with him. Sorry, Yan Shao. We've got a non-aggression pact. We don't need anything else. Now, I need to get to Dong next turn. I don't know whether that's actually even possible. I mean, I've got... oh, I might just be able to make it with the benefit of reach. I think I could just get there. But more importantly, Taishin is now a small city. Oh, that's the stuff. That's the stuff right there. And we've picked up a grey stallion. So, yeah, evade capture post-battle if you lose. Expertise up. Charge bonus up. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad at all. Who fancies a grey stallion? Because you've all been riding fairly boring horses so far. I tell you what, Zheng Yan, you're the one who kind of gets into trouble more often than anyone else, because you need to be near the front line to cause fear on the enemies and all of that. Have a better quality horse. And Taishin is now a small city. And this is where things start getting beautiful, which is, yeah, we want a marketplace. We absolutely 100% want a marketplace. This is going to start making crazy money beautifully fast. But the big one, can we make it to Dong straight away? Yeah, issue declaration and... okay, that's going to make me untrustworthy. And that's kind of unfortunate, but I cannot let Liu Bei have that city. That will wear off over time. Issue that declaration. Get over there. We can get there. It's fine. And we make it. We have beaten Liu Bei. Screw you. Screw you. Screw you. Screw you. Screw you. And they have got themselves, yeah, a small army present together with a small force in terms of the garrison. Oh, we've made it. We just beat him. Bloody hell. I'm so happy we managed to pull that off. I am so happy. Right, begin sapping. These guys have actually got a good amount of supplies here. So, yeah, we need to actually continue the siege. We might well come under attack, but my champion is now well rested. We've got a good backline of really well-experienced troops right now. So, I think we should be fine. Continue the siege, please. And, oh. Okay, one small problem. One slight issue. So, I've got very few military supplies again, and it's autumn. So, we might need to make this happen sooner rather than later. Hopefully, however, they'll sally, because the enemy loves sallying out. So, I'm really hoping that's what they'll do. Also, bloody hell, you guys who are not doing anything right now, you are starting to annoy me. Fine, I'll give you a promotion if it'll make you shut the hell up. You too can have a promotion. Uh-oh. They didn't decide they wanted to sally out. That's a concern. And, ooh, hello! I think we've actually managed to officially rank up. Beautiful. So yeah, now I need to make my way over to Duke. But with all those cities upgraded, we got the prestige together. We have now leveled up in the world. I love it. And that's worth a giant pile of trade influence for 6 turns too. So the money situation is starting to be under control. Especially as, yeah, we've actually now got a shopkeeper down over here. This place is making already 648 gold from commerce. Oh yeah, oh flippin' yeah. And on top of that, it might actually be time to put down an awesome building that's unique to Kongrong. The Academies of Culture, basically a school for the teachings of Confucius, who Kongrong believed he was descended from. So yeah, public order up, population growth up, very, very nice indeed. But, more importantly, as you level it up, you actually get to plus 15% income from all sources. This building is flipping great. Giant increase in population growth, giant increase in public order, income from all sources up. This place is just great. Alternatively, if you actually take it into, yeah, a poetry school, it just generates 300 income on its own, which is pretty darn cool too. Though in rich cities, you probably want the Grand Public Academy. So yeah, we want to get one of those in immediately for even more money off this place. But now I'm just curious. Liu Bei, as you're actually standing right here, okay, he's not willing to get involved just yet, but, what if I was to say, sign some form of confederation with you? How would you feel about me then? Oh, he's so into that. He is really into that. And honestly, I'm happy to be chill with Liu Bei, because right now, me and him share a lot of borders. So, it's probably for the best that we get on well. Now, if I'm actually going to do that, how about you actually pay me a giant pile of money? Like, a really big pile of money. Like a huge... No, I don't want to give money, I want to take it. Boo, hang on. Yeah, 1,287 gold. That seems reasonable for forming a coalition. Right there. And now, we are coalition buddies. And Liu Bei has already declared war on Huang Shao. Meaning, now we're in a coalition. Yeah, we're in a coalition. That's great. Any chance you'd be willing to help me out with this siege right now? Because if so... Oh, he is! He's actually willing to do it. And this guy is a flipping legend. He is a master commander. He is coming with Jiang Fei, a legendary vanguard, and Guan Yu, a legendary champion. So legendary, he is nicknamed the God of War. The God of flipping war. This guy will murder anybody. Yes, actually. I think we're just going to move in. And I'm going to take it. And you're going to help me. And in fact, you're going to be the one doing all the heavy lifting. Congratulations. Oh, we've got a really damn pretty winter battlefield as well. That's just lovely. Now, reinforcements are going to be coming from over there. So what we need to do is basically knock open this door. And that's it. Job is done. I don't actually intend to get involved in this fight whatsoever, actually. My only objective is really to open up a door for him to go through. It'll be beautiful. Though I guess I should probably send forward a ram just for safety. Right, gatehouse. If we can just use our trebuchets to knock the door down, that'd be perfect. And in come the reinforcements. This is one hell of an army. And I suspect it's going to be doing most of the heavy lifting. Oh, this is good. This is great right here. These guys didn't have any of those trebuchets on the walls, right? I didn't see that being mentioned, but then I kind of forgot to check. And the gatehouse is already up to 50% damage. The gate, 60%. On this occasion, it's fairly short range. I think my catapults are slowly picking up experience. I'm not sure if they're getting more accurate, but they do seem to be. And the gate has been destroyed. So, good luck with that, Liu Bei. Have fun. I'm a bastard, but we're just going to basically let them do it. And you know what? I will at the bare minimum try and knock down their tower, because that will actually let my archers come in to provide support. At the bare minimum, I should provide some support with my archers. Oh yeah, the towers, as it turns out, are pretty flimsy. That just went from like 20% to 50% in a single blow. So that's going to fall in no time whatsoever. And as soon as that falls, there's basically an open way forward. That's 80, and oh, we just nailed that, guys. Sorry about that. Actually, 3 guys, sorry. Yeah, trebuchets are powerful. I kind of like trebuchets. They're pretty damn good. They don't quite replace plague claw catapults as my favourite bit of artillery in Total War of all time, but you know what? They're not too far off. Now, in a perfect world, yeah, I'd like to take down this tower as well, just because they're going to run straight through that. But other than that, these guys should be pretty safe. Yeah, here we go. So those guys actually shoot to about here. And then this gate shoots to... Yeah, I might just be able to sneak in a couple of archers about here that are safe to open fire. So I'm just going to bring in a handful of crossbows just to basically provide a small amount of fire. I think that should be a good spot. Keep trying to take out that tower if you can.
You fight like your wife. I fought my wife. That's a compliment.
I like Liu Bei. Liu Bei's great. And the tower has, I believe, just been taken out there. Good. So all of a sudden, their firepower is significantly reduced. In fact, actually, hang on. Yes, we've now got a big opening for my archers to move up into. My archers are now safe to actually move up into position around here and provide big amounts of supporting fire. Because this tower is... Oh, hang on. No, that tower is actually a corner tower. But we do still have, I think, a pretty good point right there, right? That's safe. I think that's safe. That is almost safe. Almost safe. There we go. That should be safe. That is... hang on. Just check that range. Yes, there we go. So you guys get into position there and just start opening fire. There are quite a few troops here, but you guys should be able to do a good job with that. You guys are down to 20% ammunition. Just, if you can, drop some stuff. Actually, you know what? Flaming ammunition. Everybody loves flaming ammunition, right? Yeah, let's just drop some flaming ammunition on them. See how that goes. And in it comes. Okay, I'm setting fire to the city rather than the troops, but sooner or later, we might hit them. Basically, all we're waiting for right now is Jiang Fei himself to show up, because... Guys, where... Wait. What are you doing? How did you guys get up there? Oh, hang on a flipping minute. Right, so I'd completely forgotten that you could do the climb walls automatically with ropes and hooks thing. Yes, I'd forgotten about that. I did know that. I'd just forgotten it was a thing, yes. Right, so Liu Bei has decided to single-handedly lead the charge against the walls. Good call right there. Well done, Liu Bei. And my troops are now laying down huge amounts of fire on any troops attempting to actually hold the walls. So that's going to do a big amount of damage. Look at that. They are melting. And I believe, yes, tragically, we only managed to set fire to the city. So the city's on fire. Everything's probably fine. It feels to me like they're collapsing pretty quickly. Thanks, Liu Bei. Oh, yeah. Plenty of firepower just being laid down here. My crossbows can pretty much just destroy them, while their troops actually take the walls and just start slowly knackering these guys. You may notice, by the way, that unlike all the other factions, yeah, the Yellow Turbans have their own units and whatever. So they've got themselves a People's War Band over here, and Yellow Turban Warriors Captain, and all sorts of stuff. And hang on, what was that one over there? White Wave Veterans. Yeah, they've got themselves their own unique military, which is kind of cool. Ooh, I like the climbing animation. That's very good. The sieges are very cinematic in this game. That's why I love Romance Mode. The whole thing's just a ridiculously cool-looking epic. And scale the wall, someone cries. I think we're presumably doing that. We're possibly just waiting our turn, actually. I think we're just waiting for the walls to be free. Could we actually move away from the walls and maybe just go in through the gate? Because I feel like that's where we actually need to be putting our firepower. Yeah, concentrate all firepower on these guys right... Oh, hang on. Apparently you can't. Right, okay. In which case, just stop and fire on whoever you feel like, really. You know, I'm actually starting to feel a bit bad for Liu Bei. Given at this point, I have basically just conned his troops into doing the fighting for me. So, I'm really sorry about this, guys, because, yeah, according to Romance of the Three Kingdoms, you're basically the nicest man in the world. But then again, that's kind of because you're the closest thing the thing has to a protagonist, a paragon of moral virtue. Not because necessarily he historically actually was, but primarily because he was one of the people who formed one of the Three Kingdoms, the Shu Han dynasty, to be precise. And at the time when Romance of the Three Kingdoms was written, it was politically convenient to pretend that that one was the super legitimate one. So, there may have been a little bit of bias and propaganda going on there. Now the question is, where are the generals? Because these guys are the real badasses. There's Guan Yu. So the God of War himself is now on the field, but he's got no one to duel. So this isn't really where he wants to be. Jiang Fei, meanwhile, the legendary drunken brawler, oh, he's going to be great. As soon as he finds an enemy, he is going to murder the hell out of them. Jiang Fei is actually incredible. I love him. And it looks to me like at the front gate, the enemy is pretty much collapsing at this point. There's just too much firepower being put on them. They cannot take this. Oh, hang on. There is actually a veteran up there. Right, Guan Yu does have someone to duel, so possibly he'll be getting on with that soon. Though then again, this guy is just being, slightly massacred by some dismounted saber cavalry. Because, every single cavalry unit in this game can choose to dismount if they choose. There's not much benefit to it. It's just if they want to, like, climb walls or something. Alright, Jiang Fei and Guan Yu are now on the field, though I am kind of worried they seem to be walking up towards towers. Guys, are you 100% sure this is where you want to be right now? Because I'm a bit worried you might actually get yourselves killed by static defences, which would be pretty embarrassing. I'm going to deploy my cavalry into the city just to go around and capture some of these towers, just to make sure my good friends don't end up dead. Though actually, Jiang Fei just captured a tower by himself, because of course he did, because he's Jiang bloody Fei. This is how Romance of the Three Kingdoms pretty much kicks off, by the way. There's a big peach gun scene, where Liu Bei, Jiang Fei, and Guan Yu just basically decide to just have a cup of tea together, and decide they're going to be best murder friends together forever. And so they were, until Guan Yu and Jiang Fei both died. But Liu Bei went on to form an empire, so that was good. Oh, I think the enemy's just, the enemy just completely collapsed. I was preparing for a final push on the plaza. They have just given up at this point, sadly. The actual generals were sniffing around. Guan Yu was coming in for a duel. He never actually got to have his duel. I was bringing in my own general to come and have a duel. But no, in the end, they just took care of it for me. Thanks, guys. I'll be having the city now. So, that gets me a tiny amount of money. And, we'll be occupying this place. Thank you. In we go. So, this is now a totally legitimate Kongrong city. And we've got visibility of Yan Shao across the river. So we need to make sure we're nice to him, because I think he's actually much stronger than me, yes. Also, I think this guy is currently leading the army. I really feel like that should be Kongrong, because, Kongrong's the best. There we go, that's more like it. Thank you, Liu Bei. Yeah, Liu Bei just took a ton of damage. Right, I like this. That's worked out beautifully. Now. I think a deal could be done here, because at this point, the way the territory is divided between us doesn't really make a huge amount of sense. But officially Kongrong and Liu Bei are friends, so he doesn't seem to be holding a grudge. At this point, I'm just taking advantage of his good nature. I feel very bad about it. Oh, and even better, I just picked up a trader ancillary. Oh, that's good. That's really good. So, 5% trade influence if this person is Prime Minister, Heir, or Faction Leader. Though I don't think I've actually unlocked those positions just yet. And all sorts of things are being built. Okay, so, money. What do we need to spend money on right now? Taishin's still one turn away from getting in the public teachers. And, yes, of course, Dong. We need to make some changes right here. You definitely want to have that there lumberyard. And I definitely want to have that iron mine. Honestly, I think it's a pretty fair trade to me. In fact, 59,000 people right here versus 200,000. Okay, there are way more people at this lumberyard. I think actually I've upgraded that more than he's upgraded the iron mine. So, okay. Let's see if he's willing to do it here, because this would make a lot of sense if we could make this happen. I am willing to give you the lumberyard right now. And he really wants that, because the region's worth a lot to him, because he wants to have all of Langye. However, I'm going to be wanting the iron mine in return, and he considers that a fair trade, which it is, but I might be able to get a bit more out of him, except hang on, requesting any payment is no, requesting any money has like a default negative against it, so there it is, opinion on this idea -1 by default. So honestly, I think we just do the trade. I think we just do the trade right now, then I get the iron mine and the full province of Dong, he gets all of Langye, I get access to more territory to the south, so this just opens up my ability to expand a bit, and that lumberyard was not worth much to me. In all fairness, I wasn't even taxing the damn thing. I'm going to keep the lumber in terms of access to it, because I'm trading with Liu Bei. This is a good deal. So, in we go. Trade lumberyard for iron mine. Boom. Deal signed. And actually, it's not that bad at all. The iron mine is level 3. I think he has actually upgraded that. So, this does actually have a decent garrison. Yeah, not bad at all. We need to grow our own because, the old garrison, like, retired or went with him or something. But that is a good iron mine right there. And this thing is, really hard to defend. Though apparently, one of the buildings is something that we just don't have access to. So we're going to need to convert that into... What do you mean I need to convert communal workshops to communal workshops? They're communal workshops. Right, possibly my communal workshops are slightly better, I'm not sure. So, let's talk about Dong here, because Dong, obviously, is a big industrial centre. Taishin is all about the trade, this is all about the industry, because an iron craftwork town can generate 500 income from industry, which is pretty bloody phenomenal. And that means we need the right buildings to support that. So, let's see what we've actually got here. We could have another 500 industry right there if we were to actually take the building that's already there, convert it, and then just upgrade it a bit. But, more interestingly, we've actually got ourselves, where is it? Plus 40% income from industry. It's not quite as easy to boost industry as it is commerce. There seems to be a lot more that boosts commerce. But I think there's a few more things we can do there. Yeah, there's 25% up from industry, which is not bad. There's 40%, so that's good. So yeah, more buildings we can build here to further boost the amount we're getting off the industry, which is not bad at all. And the admin officers do boost income from all sources, so again, not so bad at all. In fact, I think there might be something about industry in the military tree somewhere. Yes, here we go. If I actually get military forges firing at this place, that's a further 20%. Not much, but it could at least mean this place pays for itself very easily. And being on the water, this place also has a harbour, which the yellow turbans were actually pushing towards food production. Honestly, I don't think we really need food production, but then again, if I actually move it towards here, bonus income from commerce, is that really ever going to do anything for me? I might be better off just taking, yeah, a bit of food, 200 from commerce, that's not too bad at all, but then again, I do get trade influence up for spice trading ports. That might be worth it, because that's faction-wide, so maybe just leave the fishing port alone for the time being, just convert this, which I believe happens in, yeah, one turn actually, even though it says more than that. Then probably we want to demolish this to actually get something better in its place. Yeah, granaries basically increase the amount of time that a territory can hold out, because it adds to reserve capacity, which determines how long you can last. And that gets me up to 1,397 as a surplus. The army is reunited. It is recharging nice and fast. I've got myself a coalition buddy who's willing to help me take cities that he wanted for himself, but screw you. I have got a non-aggression pact with the most powerful person north of the river by the Luxi of it, and on top of that, yeah, we've now got access to a whole bunch of territory to the south, including, Teo Quinn. Right, sooner or later there's going to be some drama involving him and Liu Bei, and someone we haven't met to the south yet, but we will probably be meeting very, very soon indeed, because it's now only a matter of time until we say hello to Cao Cao. And Cao Cao's a dick. Cao Cao's a massive dick, and I hate him, and everyone hates him. Mainly because he is literally supposed to be the villain of Romance of the Three Kingdoms. He is characterized as the villain, the opposite of Liu Bei, the noble hero. So, yeah, he's a dick, and we're gonna want to be careful of him. Yes, and up in Donglai, we can actually get in, what was it? Yes, government support. That's what we're going to be wanting, because government support means I can basically double the amount of food off that farm, so that's an absolute no-brainer. If there's a farm, you want government support. Even if you want to also be trying to make some money in terms of commerce off this place, you can't not have government support if you've got a farm. It would just be stupid. Still, I wonder, Teo Quinn, by any chance, would you be... no, boo. His one trade route is sadly filled up, so I cannot actually do any more trade with him. Which is a shame, because, yeah, I would actually make a lot of money out of that, and I've just got all these unused trade routes. Still, I see more down there as well. There's Yan Shu. He's a bit far from home, alright. Any chance I can actually speak to you? Yan Shu? Yan Shu, do you want to have a chat? Yan Shu, come on, say hello. No, he doesn't want to say hello. We're too far away from each other for the time being. Oh, and better, Kong Rong is leveled up, so precision. Yeah, absolutely. Bit more expertise, but more importantly, armor-piercing damage and plus 10% ranged firing rate. That is good stuff right there. Now. We have leveled up in terms of our entire empire, and that's opened up a whole bunch of stuff. We're allowed to field more armies simultaneously. Yeah, Kong Rong's really thrilled about it, by the way. I love that face. He's great. And we've also got, yes, more assignments that we can do simultaneously. And our first administrator position. So here we go. In court. One administrator. So I can now pick somebody who works for me to basically go and be effectively a governor of a settlement. They also take their retinue with them, so that settlement is better defended. Here we go. So this guy who's sitting around not doing anything right now and being a bit dissatisfied about life, he can be put into Dong right now. That's 15% income up from industry. I guess I could also put him straight over into Taishin, because that's another 40% income from commerce, silk, and spice. It's probably a better idea, but I kind of want him in Dong, because Dong feels like it's going to be the front line for a while, so it's probably safest if he gets put there. So, yeah, we want to actually put him into Dong, so there we are, confirm that, and now he is in position, and he's going to be much happier about that. But he is going to be a bit more paid. We can also assign a Chancellor. This seems to basically just do the same thing regardless of who actually gets given the role. It just means, yeah, 50% more money from peasantry. I've got various farms, so that's not really a massive problem. You want someone trusted for these roles, though, because, yeah, if the character defects, it can trigger a civil war. Now, me and Wang Zhu are very close. In fact, we're personal friends at this point. But then again, if I were to actually give it to Zheng Yan, he actually would become more satisfied as a result of that. And I am sort of relying on him a little bit. Yeah, you know what? It can be him. That's fine. And sure, we have to pay him more, but I think that kind of pays for itself due to the increase in peasantry income. So there we are. That's a bunch of new positions we've now set up. And if we just go over to Dong for a second and check out the garrison, there we go. So he's there with his personal axe band retinue. So Dong is now a lot harder to knock down. And on top of that, we can actually do a second assignment if that's what I want to do. The problem is I've now got nobody to actually do that assignment. So as a result of that, it's time to invite someone new into the Empire, purely to basically handle that side of things. So, welcome aboard, Yan Pu. Let's just quickly have a quick check about what we know about you. You are sincere, you're a pacifist, you're cruel. No, because Kong Rong doesn't like cruel people. That's not acceptable. We need to make sure that this person is going to get on with our leaders. This person is careless, they are temperamental. Ooh. Okay, that seems kind of bad, but it's only a problem if he actually becomes faction leader or something. So he's not actually going to be doing that. And careless is avoiding ambush, but he's not going to be leading an army. So yeah, this guy is basically a defector from Dong Min, the current leader of the Han Dynasty. So that's why he's shown up right here. That is another one, that's another one. In fact, actually, that guy is from Yan Shao. But we got to be a little bit careful of that, because this guy might not be entirely 100% sincere. So let's actually just, yeah, hire this guy, because I feel like, yeah, people defecting from Dongmin is totally legit. So we're going to hire him. Lovely. And here we go. He has the ability to do tax collection, so 50% income up from peasantry. Alternatively, he can do education program, because everyone can do education program, because Kong Rong just believes in education. But the whole tax thing, that's probably not so bad at all, because some of these territories make decent amount of money from peasantry. So Beihai, that's 440 off peasantry. Hang on, what else does everyone make? Yeah, no one else is anywhere near as much. So go on then. I'll get you doing that, I suppose. Now, I was saying a second ago, we might not necessarily be able to trust everybody who says, hey, I want to join your faction. Yeah, that's because at this point in the game, subterfuge becomes a thing. The undercover network assigns spies to other factions and guide their undercover activities. So what we need to do really is have a spy active. And yeah, one of those people who I saw a minute ago, the champion, he rather conveniently would be willing to be a spy. But I think we don't actually have quite enough money to hire him at the minute. Not quite, but we will next turn. So may as well get things moving along here. Get enough money for that, and actually start getting a spy embedded in another faction. Because yeah, there's a whole new subterfuge system, and it's really damn cool. And Liu Bei's not done quite yet. He wants Teo Quinn to join the coalition. Honestly, I'm not 100% convinced about that, really. I mean, he's a fairly small faction, isn't he? Actually, you know what? He owns a decent amount of land. It wouldn't be terrible to have him floating around. Sure, why not? I'll say yes. Go on then. Coalition to defeat barbarians. Not sure which barbarians we're referring to there, but let's defeat some barbarians. Though I think possibly Liu Bei just voted against it. Hang on. I swear I just voted yes, so okay. Ooh, hello! It's Dong Min, it's the flipping Han. Right, what do you want? We will become a vassal of Dong Min. You also want money, and regular food, and you want me to hand over literally every person I own, and okay, what do I get out of this? They'll sign peace with us. Okay, this is the worst deal in the world, you can screw off. And apparently Huang Shao has indeed been destroyed, so you're welcome, world. Uh-oh, hang on. Yellow Turban Rebellion, outside Iron Mine of No, that's not my iron mine, right? No, that's a different iron mine. That's fine, I don't care about that then. And a scholar has decided to try and join my faction. So okay, it feels like we've actually got a lot of people we need to actually assign at this point. Yeah, right now I'm actually travelling around with a trader for +2 cunning. So I feel like actually a scholar for +4 cunning and character experience up for the entire faction. Yeah, that's gotta be the thing right there. So get you equipped, and I also can't help but notice, yeah, we've got ourselves someone who gives +10% income from industry for an administered commandery. So I think we know who that's going to. There we go, foreman going over to Sun Shao, so that's a further 10% income right there, and you can see that's reflected immediately in the top left. Lovely. Also, I have picked up some very fancy armour at some point, which is, yeah, +9 cunning. So go on then, that's actually good for you, because I believe that does actually help you out with military supply zone army. Okay, it doesn't help you out at all, but I like that it is reflected on your model and you look a lot more fancy now. That's very good. Kongrong can't actually wear that, by the way, because he's already got superior armor on him. And while this feels a little bit on the risky side, Wang Zhu, you can have the devious attendant because +2 authority. Why not, eh? Right, over in Dong, let's start moving in the direction of private workshops. Very, very good indeed, because yeah, over time up to 20% income from industry, eventually leading to, yeah, 40. Definitely got to be working on that, because we're going to be making a good amount of money off industry here. Already 500, in fact. Not bad at all. But here we go. We've actually got 2 people here who want to join my faction, who you can tell by the eye symbol are willing to be spies. So let's get spying, and also see if we've actually got anything useful in terms of any grudges. So, the guy who's the champion, he actually has a grudge against Dong Min, so we'd totally be willing to go and spy on that guy for us and maybe do a slightly better job. But honestly, no reason not to go for this guy right here, though actually he is more expensive. Yeah, we'll go for the cheap guy, actually. So I'm actually going to get you on board. That's absolutely fine. And we need to pick someone to spy on. And I think we know who we do need to spy on. It's Yan Shao. I don't trust Yan Shao one flipping bit. So I'm going to deploy him in that direction. Now, it's going to take him a while to establish a new identity, you know, create some good cover, all of that good stuff. But basically, he's just going to go and offer his services to Yan Shao right now. And if Yan Shao accepts, then basically, I've got a double agent who's going to start feeding me information. And Yan Shao's making me a little bit on the nervous side right now, so I feel like that's definitely the right sort of thing to do. How's everyone's happiness, by the way? Much better. Now you've all actually got jobs and whatever, you're very happy indeed. Also, I think Liu Bei might have actually run out of supplies because, yeah, actually, he's now trapped a long way behind enemy lines. Or not really enemy lines, sorry. I'm a friend. We're totally friends. I'm not just taking advantage of our friendship to take cities I need cracking that I couldn't be bothered to do with myself. No. But yeah, he's taking a lot of damage right now. You guys probably want to get back to friendly territory. Like, now, actually. Ah, that's what happened with Teo Quinn. So, I actually invited him in, and so did Liu Bei. He actually turned it down because he didn't want to be inside. Gotcha. Well, I'm not going to pay to force him to. If he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to. Whatever. And to be honest, we've done pretty much what I wanted to do. We've managed to secure this little corner of China. A nice economic backbone. Plenty of food off this farmland and this livestock farm. Taishin, over time, could become a very, very valuable trade settlement. Though, we need to make sure we're safe against Yan Shao. I probably want to make sure these places are absolutely locked down. Because right now, that's not much of a garrison. As soon as I actually get a second administration position, yeah, get it in Taishin. Get as many troops here as we can. Maybe even dedicate a spot to a military garrison. Because I don't trust Yan Shao. Not one little bit. And as for where next, well, there's a whole bunch of options, really. We could actually head down over here to this farmland that also, yeah, has a capital city that actually belongs to the Han. That's not too bad at all. That would also bring me right up to Yan Shu. See if me and him can have a chat about bits and pieces. Or Teo Quinn. Liu Bei seems to like him, but then again, this guy refuses to be in a coalition with us, so I could just go and attack him, to be honest. He's got himself, yeah, 2 sub-regions right here. And then there's a tiny territory right here belonging to, I think that's just like an independent one-off guy. I'm not sure he's got anything else. And then over here, this guy's got a large city with, yeah, a Han fishing port down over here. That wouldn't be too bad. That wouldn't be too bad at all. In fact, I'm surprised Liu Bei hasn't already declared war because Honestly, Liu Bei doesn't really have anywhere else to expand to, but then there might be some story stuff with Teo Qin and Liu Bei, because in Romance of the Three Kingdoms, those two have dealings with each other. Still, next time, ladies and gentlemen, our spy will get himself embedded inside Yan Shao's faction if we're very, very lucky indeed, and then we need to figure out where we're going next. Who is our next target? Because just going further and further along the river leaves me more and more exposed to Yan Shao, and I don't really want to present a tempting target to that guy. I am worried, but hopefully my spy can give me a bit more information what it is I'm dealing with there. Though I will say, Teo Guan could be a good target. We'll see about that, ladies and gentlemen, very, very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been many a true nerd, and this has been Total War 3 Kingdoms. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too much.
Oh my god.
In Fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear!